How many of you are frustrated, discouraged, or exhausted by your college teaching experience? Perhaps you have been hoping and praying for a way to make learning more satisfying without racking your brain and draining your energy. What if I told you that one instructional strategy could ease your teaching burden and center your students at the core of their learning experience? Introducing the discussion framework. The discussion framework is comprehensive because it is student-centered learning. It's cooperative learning. It's active learning, and it's a social activity all in one. Now, the definition of it is that it is a student-centered constructional system that gives direction and strength to an intellectual conversation. It can be implemented online, or synchronously, of course, and face-to-face. Now, these are the components. You must break your students up into groups of 4 to 6. Yes, it's group work, but it's that good kind of group work. It consists of 4 to 8 steps with time frames because we don't want our students getting off task and being all willy-nilly. So what we do is we give them a specific amount of time to discuss each step. Next, these steps must build in complexity along a taxonomy. So let's say you're using Bloom's taxonomy, then your questions are going to gradually become more challenging as they go along. If the questions do not increase in complexity, the discussion does not meet the framework criteria. So you can't just grab questions from the back of the chapter that they're reading and say this is a framework. No, they have to go from lower level to higher level thinking during this discussion. It's so effective because once you create it and you train your students on how to implement it themselves, the magic begins. Remember, it's student-centered learning, cooperative learning, active learning, and social activity balled up in one. Now, if you're interested in learning more, go to bit.ly discussion framework guide and get my guide called Using Discussion Frameworks to Direct and Strengthen Intellectual Conversations. And let me leave you with this. Learning is not something done to students, but rather something students themselves do. That comes from one of my favorite books right now, How Learning Works, 8 Research-Based Principles for Smart Teaching by Levitt et al., published in 2023. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.